Well, Molly, host of the Food Network's Girl Meets Farm, is arguably the most well-known urbanite turned farmer. And just in time for Thanksgiving, Molly invited us inside her home from her farm in North Dakota for a behind-the-scenes look as she dished on her favorite holiday recipes. Why don't you go over some of the food that's in front of you, and let's start. Is that a pie or a cake over on the right-hand side there?
Oh, you're starting with dessert first.
Yes, I always start with desserts first.
I like it. This is my dad's famous coconut cream pie. It's layers of chocolate cookie with pudding, and it's topped with loads of whipped cream. It is so good, and I love the idea of starting with the dessert first, but you have to save room for the savories too. I have my everything bagel macaroni and cheese, which is loaded with cream cheese and white cheddar, and it's topped with everything bagel seasoning, so it explodes with flavor. And then over here, I have my charred creamed corn. This is a take on my mother-in-law's recipe. I like charring the corn kernels before they go in because they add great smokiness. And this gets finished with some milk. It is so rich and creamy and delicious. All of these dishes can be prepped ahead. They're really easy, and they have a lot of my favorite food group, dairy. I'm partnering with Undeniably Dairy this holiday season, so I am just so excited about that.
Molly, now you seem to have a lot of family influence in your cooking there. You talked about having your dad's coconut cream pie recipe and your mother-in-law's potatoes there. Is that some of your tips maybe for creating a really unforgettable Thanksgiving dinner, bringing those traditions of family into the dishes you serve?
For sure. I'm all about sticking to tradition, maybe doing a little something different, but I don't go out too far and make things, I don't want to make anything too obscure. I like the classic dishes, good ingredients, wholesome ingredients, things, from the Midwest. And I'm also all about prepping ahead too and making to-do lists and delegating all that. It doesn't need to be stressful. You don't have to do anything too fancy. Just make things that are good and that people want to eat,
Yeah, and I mean, I'm cooking Thanksgiving dinner for the first time this year. We just got the new house, so inviting everybody over for Thanksgiving. Do you have any tips for me here as I go for this first meal? And I think already I've got one, is prepping ahead and maybe do some of the cooking and assembling ahead of time?
For sure. You got this. You can do this. Prep ahead. Make your lists that go back, what you can do 3, 4, 5 days in advance. Don't be afraid to delegate too. If it's your first Thanksgiving, make it a potluck. Have your guests bring their favorite dishes. And then also, start with good ingredients. I live on a farm. My husband's a farmer, and so I see firsthand how good ingredients can be when they care for the land and care for the animals. And when you have good ingredients, you don't have to do much else. It's going to be good no matter what. Yeah,
and I know we're short on time here today, but you guys got a lot of information out there. Where can our viewers go to find out more?
Go to midwestdairy.com/MollyYeh, that's YEH, and all of these recipes are there and waiting for you.
Awesome, very cool. And Molly, real quick before we go, do you have fresh herbs and right in front of you there? Is that what you're using in some of your recipes too?
Yeah, I keep them right by me at all times. Fresh herbs add a great pop of color on top.
All right, that pie. I'm all about that. We got to get started. Started with dessert first. Always works, right? So great tips from Molly. Thank you for her time, or thank you, Molly, for your time.